so I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here. This is going to be one of my weekly readings, but it's just going to be a collective reading at this point. I feel like week ahead is not feeling like the thing for me. So I'm going to just start, pulling some collective readings and just seeing what the collective needs to know at this time. And they're all going to be timeless. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I grew up watching Sailor Moon, and is it any wonder that I'm an astrologer now? So the Wheel of Fortune is talking about the theme right now of cycles, of new beginnings, of new cycles starting, and old cycles ending. To crud. I'm gonna put a card over this too, because the nudity. And this is the closest thing I had on hand that made sense to put over it. So we have the World. This also speaks about an end of a cycle. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Three of Cups, and I'm going to pull one more. And yes, this is going to be in the same format as my weekly week ahead readings, but like I said, I'm deciding to move into something a little bit more timeless and collective. Even though the week ahead readings are timeless, I just felt like this was the right way to go. Anyways. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is talking about those cycles ending and beginning, starting over at a new level. And then you didn't see that. I might edit it out. And so then we have the World, which talks about the ending of those cycles as well. And the World is, because I kind of look at the major arcana as more of a circle. So you kind of have the Fool at, 12 o'clock, and then the World is at like 11 o'clock, leading back into the Fool. And so it seems like you are currently at a place where you are starting a new cycle, where new things are happening. That being said, Five of Wands, excuse me, 5 is a number of change. In this card in particular, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of conflict, and so it could feel like with this old era ending and this new one beginning, it could feel like really tense. And to me, this feels more like an internal conflict of like I still want to go towards the old way and I still want to go towards the new way, and there's this tense like butting of the heads of I'm neither here nor there, and I'm yet somewhere in between. Just remember that at the end of the day, you're going to be able to celebrate with your friends. Things are going to be okay. Everything's going to, work out. All right. So that being said, there is some celebration coming as well. And then there's the Seven of Cups, which talks about having a lot of options, and sometimes it can be a little bit indecisive. So that kind of also harkens back to that Five of Wands. Like you have that internal conflict and you feel a little bit indecisive, and maybe you're waffling a little bit between moving forward and staying where that you were, and that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly human. The idea for that is to kind of let it happen, and allow yourself to be where you are, because there's no wrong or right. There kind of just is. So we have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Ant, work, achievement, and success. And then one more. I said one more, ma'am, but we get two apparently. Yeah. So then we have new home, new attitude, and quill, get back to basics. So this is, you know, reflecting those concepts again. And like I said, this card is only one I grabbed to cover the other one. So please ignore it. I'm not going to read it, but I just wanted to remind you. So there could be, you know, a stranger, obviously, that you're meeting soon, and that meeting is important. It could be someone who leads you either to a new home or new work. You could be meeting like a realtor or someone like that. And, you know, you could be in a place where you're moving, because like I said, something old is ending and something new is beginning. So especially with that feeling of tension, it could be that the moving process is maybe a little bit sticky, maybe a little bit frustrating, but then you meet someone and maybe they remind you to get back to basics and just like, okay, what is the absolute bare minimum of what I need to be doing right now to get through this, right? So I want to pull a few cards for advice to help you work with this energy. So Black Cat, a familiar, is here to help you. So this, you know, I usually tend to feel like talks about non-human helpers, so animal helpers, plant helpers, synchronicity, stuff like that. But given the fact that, you know, I pulled it over the handshake card, this very well could be a person, just someone who is a guide who is here to help you. You could be meeting a new animal. You could be bringing in a new pet. If that is something you've been thinking about doing, please don't bring in a pet on impulse. Please think about it and plan for it and see if your lifestyle matches the type of animal that you are bringing home with you, and please adopt. That's just my personal spiel. And then I have let go, let go, let go of any insistence of what should be. So this is talking about how when things feel really sticky or difficult or a little bit conflicting, or if you feel indecisive, are you being indecisive because you feel like you have to do things a certain way? What happens if you allow yourself to kind of let go of that insistence on the way you should be doing the things? What would you really be doing then if you let go of that insistence? How would you be doing things? And to kind of sit with that. Now we have you are your own best partner. Treat yourself like it. So if you're feeling a little bit lonely this week, or if you're feeling like maybe not enough people are paying attention, or well, not that not enough people are paying attention to you, but the people you want to pay attention to you, the people that you love, if you feel like they're not paying enough attention to you, or you feel, like I said, kind of lonely, then remember that you can treat yourself that way and show them by example how you want to be treated. Now, the last card is you must give up your old life to welcome in the new one. The universe really here driving that point home, really saying, you know, it's okay that things feel a little bit tense, that things feel a little bit confusing, but at the end of the day, you have to let go of the old house to move into the new one. You have to, you know, sometime let go of the old job to move into the new one. And so that's what this card is talking about. That's what this card is reminding us, is that we are, you know, we have to make room for the new stuff sometimes. Now the last card I want to pull is from this I only wanted one magical cat deck. And they're these witchy cats, and this is Wish. Meet Starling. With a wink and a smile, he dusts the cynicism and skepticism off your shoulders and whispers, "Make a wish." You are a child again, spotting your first shooting star. Feel the buoyancy and the lighthearted hopefulness. You do not need to know how it will happen or even feel sure that it is possible. Simply surrender your beloved wish to the universe and release all attachments. Blow the seeds from a dandelion fluff and delight in the surprises that will bloom into being. All of this is the magic of your wish. Feel it. Luxuriate in it. May it be so. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it when things line up like that, because I feel like that perfectly wraps up everything that I was saying. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so very much. I will see you in the next one.